Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Virginia Tech's offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackling space.
Looking for a man, it's Drones. Slips a tackle. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Gonna run it. It's Haynes.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty.
There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The Yellow Jackets are on the move. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's King. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking for his man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. Sweet cut there. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Ready? Dropping back, it's King. Pressure coming. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. Pulled down for the tackle. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try it over the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They go to the ground. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big...
Ernie on the Jets! They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quarterback making checks. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Power stroke. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Charges ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal. You got to turn around, pivot to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 4 over NC State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Drones. They've got the screen set up. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You know, nowadays so many people go for it on 4th down, so maybe it causes people to be more aggressive on 3rd down. You ain't going for it now. 3rd and long, and I bring the blitz, and I get home. No 4th down for you.
They punted away on 4th down. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And the Yellow Jackets need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's King. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Bennett. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Hokies line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them to football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion on the out. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Maddox. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Wide open spaces. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field. It's Kane. Makes the grab. It's Rivers. Across the 25. He's got room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab behind the line. It's Rutherford. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. And you see my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Selden. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Green. What a cut, now he's loose. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Virginia Tech, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking for a man. It's Drones. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the deep
shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate. Football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a crease. It's Maddox. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job on 1st down. Great job on 2nd down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
The give to the tailback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They feed him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last two snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
Back to pass, it's King. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. This time it's complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Rutherford. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the boot, looking for his man. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. To the air, it's King. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Give as they work on that clock. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Run in the red zone, it's Alexander. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Finally dragged down. He picked up the 1st down and set him up with a goal-to-go situation. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it. And they'll turn it over on downs, and we're going to have a fight to the finish. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Inside. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And what a break to get that football back at this juncture. That would have been catastrophe. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So this offense can capitalize off the desperate 4th down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.